I now have the pleasure of introducing this year's valedictorian. David Jarvis was nominated as one of two of Akerley Campus's valedictorians and was chosen to represent the 2018 class. David is graduating today from our Boulanger and Baking Arts program. As an international student, David describes his experience as welcoming and felt that everyone wanted him to succeed. David is looking forward to applying the skills he's learned to foster his career as a baker and hopes to settle in Canada with his family. Please welcome David Jarvis.
Good morning. Welcome to our graduates, honoured guests, faculty, staff, family and friends. First of all, I really want to offer my warmest congratulations to you all. You set yourself a target and you reached it. Well done. So I bet, like me at the moment, you're enjoying that fantastic warm feeling of satisfaction and pride, not just in yourself, but also coming from your family and friends, all those who are here. Never forget what that feels like. Now, all of us have probably had some tough times during our programs. You may have doubted yourself. Possibly you thought perhaps you wouldn't get through it. You may have seen some fellow classmates fall by the wayside, and you may have been sad about that. But then again, maybe not. You will have made some friends for life, but I suspect you've also met some people you hope never to see again. But hey, that's what life's about. Now, sometimes deciding to learn a new skill can be a bit of a risk, especially if, like me, it involved a major life change, uprooting family, moving continents, and living with a lot of uncertainty. It certainly provides motivation to succeed. I've always been told you can't teach old dogs new tricks. Well, patently that's wrong. And I was comforted by the fact that I've had many dogs in my life and I've never taught a single one of them any tricks. As a self-confessed grumpy old fart, I was fairly convinced that I would be the oldest on my course. As it turns out, I wasn't the oldest, and I was most definitely not the grumpiest. But that's the beauty of a college like NSCC. It's a place that's home to such huge diversity, not just in terms of background, but in age, education, experience, and attitude. In fact, that diversity is encouraged through a natural acceptance that you're here to learn, whatever your reason for doing so. The tone was set for me on the first day I went to campus to be shown around the entire building by a wonderful student advisor. Sadly, I still get lost. I have to stick to the corridors I know. It's an age thing. That first day was an introduction to those smiling faces that I would continue to see throughout the campus for the entire course. The support is there whenever you need it. Believe me, when you've been away from school for 30 years, you need all the support you can get. The bottom line is that I always felt that everyone around me wanted me to succeed. Now that you guys have succeeded, it's important to remember that ultimately that piece of paper you worked so hard to get is not a life changer, it's a life starter. You have to take everything you've learned from your teachers, your classmates, your friends and family, and continue to grow and learn, to use it, to make the experience work for you. Now, I may only look 25 years old, but staggeringly, I've been working for the best part of 40 years. And here is the most important thing that I've learned along the way. If you don't have to, never settle for a life of dull existence. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are happy staying in their safe zone, doing the same job for life, doing the same things every week, not willing to learn, never looking to see what they're capable of. That was never for me, and I suspect not for most of you. It would make me desperately unhappy. So, if you find yourself doing something that makes you unhappy, stop doing it. Being happy in life is the most important thing you can strive for. A wise old man once said, never quote wise old men, so I won't. But I will offer this. Not everyone will agree, but I think you only get one knock at life, so you should do your utmost to make the best of it. And to use a baseball analogy, somewhere along the line, and probably quite unexpectedly, someone's going to throw you a wild one. Now, you choose to take a huge swing at it, or you can watch it sail merrily past. My advice, go huge, give it everything. You may just connect, but if you don't try, you'll never know what would have happened, and you'll wonder for the rest of your life. Have confidence in yourself. As a very young man, I was a soldier in the British Army. Not a very good one, I should add. And I was told that because of my attitude, I'd never amount to anything, never have any responsibility, and would never be promoted to corporal. I left the army, and I worked hard at retraining myself, and 7 years later I joined the Royal Air Force as an officer, a pretty good one. But just by being here, you've proven to everyone, especially yourselves, that you have that determination to succeed. Set yourself realistic and achievable targets. Not everyone wants to be a CEO or run their own business, especially me, but it's vital. You always remember that feeling of pride and satisfaction that you feel today, and try and have that feeling as often as you possibly can. Listen to advice. You don't have to take it, but listen anyway. It may not even appear relevant at the time, and here's an example. My mother told me that I should always put on clean underwear before I go out, in case I was involved in a terrible accident and had to go to hospital. For years, I was terrified of hospitals. And I got through a lot of underwear. I subsequently found out they actually check your blood pressure and not your underwear when you go to hospital. But the point my mum was making was that you should always go out feeling confident and have personal pride in yourself. So whatever the future does hold, it's entirely in your hands. Get out there and enjoy yourselves. Love life. You don't have to be the best. Just try your best. You don't have to be right all the time. Please, just don't be wrong all the time. Avoid negativity. Fight against it. Be the person that others trust and respect. I'm ready for that challenge, not for the first time, and I suspect you are too. So to finish, I would like to say again, congratulations, and to wish you all the very best of luck in whatever you choose to do, and please be happy. Thank you. So good, thank you.
All right, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, David, for your heartfelt and humorous valedictory address. I will call on our principal, Kit Gillings, to present the Valedictorian Award. So you go across. There you go.